morning, world. Today we're taking a few minutes to talk about anxiety because it is another one of those things that impact many of us throughout the year in various degrees. Whether it's the person who deals with anxiety every day, all day, or the person who experiences an episode of anxiety once in a while relating to an event or situation. And that is why today we're doing 5 tips for managing anxiety. One being identify your triggers and your trigger situations, because anxiety is one of those things that usually doesn't just pop up. It's usually triggered by something, by an event, by a situation, whether it's something current or something associated with something from your past that is causing you that anxiety. Knowing your triggers allows you to better plan for it, so that once you know what your trigger is and you know that you're about to face a trigger situation, you can start putting in place, okay, these are the things that I'm going to use. These are the tools that I'm going to use to either prevent the anxiety from presenting or to address it once it is presented. So identify your triggers so that you can better deal with them. 2, have an excellent schedule, plan, organization system. A lot of times people who deal with anxiety, who experience anxiety, have anxiety around all the things that they have to do, that it feels overwhelming because it feels like there's not enough time to do all of it. A great schedule shows you how you can fit all the things that you have to do into your day, world, calendar. And of course, having that schedule lets you see, okay, these are the things that I can do, so there is time to do all these things. And when the schedule is full, you get to say, oh, okay, I am all out of time and now I need to start saying no to people. So all these little things go into that schedule. And of course, planning allows you to allocate the resources, including time, so that you can spread out all your resources across the different commitments that you've made. And of course, a great organization system allows everything to flow perfectly. So a good schedule, plan, organization system. 3, develop and implement calming strategies. Because no matter how good you are at working, knowing your triggers, there will be times when you will face the anxiety, where the resources, the tools that you're going to be using are not going to prevent the anxiety, but they will be used to reduce the anxiety or help you get out of that state of anxiety. So having calming strategies so that when the anxiety is presented, whether it is from a trigger that you know or didn't know, you can get yourself out of that mode. Having great thought-stopping strategies, positive self-talk, all these things that you can do to help you challenge, to help you calm yourself down, and to help you, get out of that anxious moment. And of course, I love lists, so have a list so that they are readily available, so that when you are in that state of anxiety is not the time when you're trying to figure out, okay, what is it that I need to do? So you already know. You can pull out your little card or your phone on your card on your phone, or whatever, however you do it. 4, learn and apply remessaging techniques and to challenge the worrying thoughts. I talked about remessaging before as a way of challenging negative thoughts, challenging things that are causing you anxiety, because we know that much of the cause of the anxiety is really happening inside of your head. So if you are able to, or when you are able to remessage that thought, challenge the worry, challenge the message that you're getting, the negative message that is causing you anxiety, when you are able to successfully challenge that and remessage it, then you are better able to get yourself out of that anxiety producing situation, or even reducing or getting rid of the anxiety altogether. And finally, have a built-in relaxation routine, because many of us are starting our day with certain stresses to begin with. Having a built-in relaxation routine allows you to get rid of the stresses of every day, get rid of the anxiety that you may be experiencing over something unrelated, so that you are not bringing that into this day, you are not bringing that into this moment, so that when a new anxiety producing situation comes up, you simply have that one to deal with, as opposed to the stresses from yesterday and today and this morning. You just have that stress for that moment. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. Identify your triggers and trigger situations so that you can plan for them. Have an excellent schedule, plan, organization system to reduce the opportunities for you to be overwhelmed and overbooked. Develop and implement calming strategies, because they are going to be helpful so that when anxiety is presented, you can get yourself out of it as quickly as possible. Learn and apply remessaging techniques to challenge the worrying thoughts, because much of anxiety happens inside your head. So if you are able to get the message to be what you want it to be, then it helps with that. And finally, have a built-in relaxation routine, because you want to be constantly getting rid of the stresses of every day, the anxiety of every day, so that when a new situation presents, you're just dealing with that one situation instead of the worries of 3 or 4 days that have built up. And that is all we have for today. Good morning, world. Have a great day.